Back once again in the video lecture series of data communication and networking. Its subject code is 1618502 according to SVT. Today I am going to teach you second unit, which comprises its name transmission media. In this I am going to take lecture number 8, unguided media, part first. Before going deeper into the video, let's talk about what are the contents that I'm going to teach you in this video. First of all, I will give you a brief introduction about transmission media because that is very important. Later on, I will also explain you about types of transmission media. Then I will focus on unguided media, which is the core part of this video. Then unguided media without speaking about bands are incomplete. So I will take bands also. Although I will take bands in very precisely, and in the second phase I will certainly take bands in depth. Moreover, unguided signal is also very important while we are talking about unguided media. So after all the above topics I will discuss, I will try to summarize each and every topic in the summary section, and I will also provide the good references. So let's start the first topic, that is transmission media. So what do you mean by transmission media? As you all know, that transmission media is a path which transmits the information in between source and destination. Source is also known as sender and destination is also known as receiver. Okay, so where does this transmission media actually exist? Because as we have discussed lot of thing about transmission media, but where actually it exists? So it exists between two physical layers, one of sender and another one of your receiver. Okay, a transmission media generally carries the information from sender end to receiver, that is from source to destination. This transmission media, as you all know, that it is having wired or wireless, right? So wireless means free space, it is related to free space, and whenever you are talking about cables or cabling, this means they are wired. Okay, so metallic cable or fiber optics are good example of wired transmission media. One important thing, that is data has to be converted into signal before transmission through the transmission media, because transmission media cannot take data as a transmission entity. Okay, this may be logical or physical in nature. Transmission media is physical in nature means what? You are talking about wired communication, and if you are talking about logical, that means it is your unwired or wireless communication. Okay, both signals can be transmitted through media. Which signal? Analog and digital signals. Okay, transmission media, if you're talking about bandwidth, it means this transmission media is having high tendency of transmitting large amount of data. Sometimes transmission media is also known as communication channel, right? So what are the different types of transmission media? So as I have already told you, there are basically two types of transmission media. First is your guided transmission medium, and second one is your unguided transmission medium. See, transmission media or transmission medium, both are similar. Okay, so there are two types of guided and unguided. Guided means what? Guided means wired, unguided means wireless, right? Okay, fine. So before going deeper into unguided transmission media, let's have a quick recap on guided media. So what is guided media? it is bounded media or wired media, means it is based on your dedicated path. That means, first of all, the path is designed or the path is prepared in between source and destination, that is sender and receiver. After that, the actual information transmits. Okay, so as they comprises, that means they includes cables and wires, right? So first of all we have to fix it, then only the transmission process will be going on. So they are they are called guided since they provide a physical channel from sender device to receiver device. Whatever I have told you right now, that is, there is a dedicated path between source and sender and receiver, or source to destination. Okay, so signal traveling through this media is bounded by physical limit of the medium. It is very important. Every medium, whenever we are talking about guided medium, something is very much bounded, such as its bandwidth, its frequency. So the signal, whatever we have to transmit through transmission media, we will, the signals may have to be limited somewhere. Okay, popular guided media are, when we are talking about guided transmission media, first is your twisted pair cable, next one is your coaxial cable, next one is your power lines. Power lines is also one type of uh, guided transmission media, and next one is your fiber optics. Out of these, now these days we are basically focusing on fiber optics, which is having a higher bandwidth, higher frequency and higher amplitude. So once, if you want to go in deeper to understand what are the different types of transmission media, so transmission medium or transmission media is basically bifurcated into or classified into two parts. First is your guided media. So in guided media, some of the examples of guided media are twisted pair, as I have already covered, coaxial cable, power lines and fiber optics. And in unguided media, we are having radio transmission, microwave transmission, infrared transmission and light transmission. So basically in this video and the next video, we will talk about this unguided media in depth. Okay, so let's start with the unguided media. What do you mean by unguided media? So unguided media is nothing but your wireless media is your unguided media. Okay, the data is transmitted or transported in the form of electromagnetic waves, which requires no, which does not requires any cable for transmissions. So without transmission only, electromagnetic waves are able to transmit from one end to another end, while electrical signals, when you're talking about electrical signals, for that electrical signals to be transmitted, we may have to have wired medium. Okay, they are bounded by geographical boundaries. See, अनगाइडेड मीडिया वैसे तो बाउंडेड नहीं होता है, लेकिन अगर बाउंड्री अगर इसका डिसाइडेड करना भी है तो दे विल बी बाउंडेड विद द ज्योग्राफिकल रीजंस. ओके, these type of communications are commonly used in wireless communications. When we have to send large amount of data from one place to another place, at that time we should not rely on guided media. Unguided media is suitable for such type of huge amount of transmission from one place to another place. Okay, so for electromagnetic waves, you don't have to have a physical conductor. Without physical conductor also, it may transmit the electromagnetic waves from sender end to receiver end. Okay, next one is your unguided media, means it consists of meaning of data signals to travel but nothing guide them along the specific path. What does it means? That means the sender is to send the data, right? The transmitter will take the opportunity to convert the data, the electrical signals, into electromagnetic signals, and after that there will be no path decided earlier that how they will go, right? They can travel according to their frequency, according to the bandwidth, according to their amplitude, within the waves what is available. The waves will be synchronized with their bandwidth and the transmission proceeds. Okay. Next one is data signal are not bounded to a cable media and as such often called unbounded media. Same thing I'm repeating. Why I have taken these 2 points for your lecture for your notes purpose. See, data signals are not bounded in the unguided media. Only the thing that is they can be float or transmit easily in unbounded media. So some more important things: signals are broadcast. Here you can, broadcasting means what? Multiple copies of the same signals can be sent to various destination. That is known as your broadcasting. The same signal will be copied, multiple copy will be generated, and they will be sent to the different location easily. That is known as your broadcasting. Okay. The signals are available to anyone, the device which can receive them. See, these are not bounded to the specific destination. If some destination is capable means what? If their frequency matches, if their bandwidth matches, if their amplitude matches, so it's too certain that they can use that signals. For example, a TV can fetch any signal by applying so many channels, right? Okay. In the wireless communication, the transmission and receptions are achieved using the antenna. In the earlier videos also I have told you about antenna. Antenna is a device or a structure which handles electromagnetic waves. Again I am telling you, in the wireless communication, signals are basically in the form of electromagnetic waves. Please take note of that, and for that antenna is used. Okay. Receiver picks up the signal from the surrounding medium, right? Whatever the signal is reached by the receiver, they can easily receive the signals if they are capable. There are certain examples of wireless transmission which are grouped in few classifications. First is your radio waves, next one use your microwave and infrared waves. Okay, the section of electromagnetic spectrum, now see very clearly. The section of electromagnetic spectrum is defined as radio communication is divided into 8 ranges, or which are also known as bands. See, whatever the electromagnetic signals that are traveling through transmission media, it is having spectrum, which is having total, they are having 8 bands. So what is unguided media? Through this channel, through this figure, we can well imagine about unguided media. So this is the network we are having, and this network is wireless. This network is wireless. None of the thing is connected with any lease line or cables. This is your laptop, this is your mobile, this is your digital camera, this is your telephone, right? This is another gadgets, again laptop, again monitor, again PC. So PC can also be now PC of nowadays can also be connected with your wireless media. Now you'll ask me how the PC can be accessed. Have you heard about Bluetooth? It is a good example of your wireless media, right? Next one, have you heard about AnyDesk? AnyDesk is a software through which your computer or your laptop can be controlled by the server without having any wired transmission media. So AnyDesk is one of the good example of your about bands, because without talking about band, the concept of unguided media is incomplete. So the first point is, what is a band? Basically, every signal is associated with some frequency, and these frequencies are known as band. The difference between highest and lowest frequency is known as bandwidth. Okay. Then next, the characteristics of the signal, and which signifies the detailing information of in the signal, means the characteristics of signal shows the detailed information which is floating or which is transmitting on the signal. Okay, if the bandwidth increases, that means the cost of the transmission media will increase, right? So increase in bandwidth is directly proportional to the cost of the transmission medium. Fine. So we are having certain bands which are mainly used in unguided media. So there are total 8 type of bands. So what are they? First is your extremely high frequency, second one is your super high frequency, third one is your ultra high frequency, fourth one is your very high frequency, fifth one is your high frequency, next one is your middle frequency, next low frequency, and very low frequency. This is the hierarchy given from top order frequency to lower order frequency. Just know some of the facts about these frequencies in detail. However, in today's lecture I am not going to explain much about band. In the second session I will teach you much about band. So in this video I am only giving the introductory lecture on bands. Okay, so what is extremely high frequency? It ranges from 330 to 300 gigahertz. Next, super high frequency ranges from 3 to 30 gigahertz, right? Okay, fine. Next one is ultra high frequency, ranges from 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. See, this is the downfall of the frequency, right? Okay. Next one is very high frequency. Very high frequency is basically electromagnetic waves, which ranges from 30 to 300 megahertz, right? Okay, fine. Next one is your high frequency, that is your electromagnetic wave, which ranges from 3 to 30 megahertz. Okay. Next one is your middle frequency, which ranges from 300 to 300 kilohertz to 3 megahertz, right? Next one is your low frequency, which ranges from 30 to 300 kilohertz, and last one is your very low, that is which is ranges from 3 to 30 kilohertz. So these are some basic facts about bands. Now next, let us discuss about unguided signals. So what are unguided signals? Signals which normally broadcast to the free space is known as unguided signal. See, what do you mean by broadcasting? Broadcasting means the signal is transmitting the same information, the copy of same information to the various location, right? So various location means there is no dedicated path, right? And as if there is no dedicated path, it is less chance of impairment, because impairment mostly occurs in the dedicated path when the path is determined. Okay, these signals are having a very high bandwidth as compared to guided media, right? Okay, in unguided signals can travel in three ways. First is your ground propagation, next one is your sky propagation, and third one is your line of sight propagation, right? So let's take a quick review on what are the differences between these three. So first is your ground propagation. Basically this is the the radio waves travels through the lowest portion means what? Whatever the portion of the atmosphere which is connecting to the earth, in those areas this type of propagation, unguided signal, works. That is why it is known as your ground propagation, right? And low frequency signals generally originate in all directions. That means broadcasting is done in this type of ground propagation, right? And it follows the curvature of the planet. Most important, it follows the curvature of the planet. Okay, what is the sky propagation? Sky propagation is having higher frequency radio waves radiating upward into the ionosphere, where they are reflected back to earth. See, ionosphere is the next higher level of atmosphere. So this type of sky propagation is active, or this type of propagation is mainly used in high frequency radio waves. So this type of transmission is basically used in greater distance with the lower output power. Okay, last one is your line of sight propagation, which is nothing but it is very high frequency signals which normally travels in straight line. See, whenever anything will be, whenever the road is straight, then you can maintain a high speed. Similarly, if your transmission path is straight, that means you can follow, or you can opt for the very high frequency signals, and this is mainly done directly from antenna to antenna. So let's take a summary whatever we have studied till now. So first thing is, transmission media can carry the information from source to destination. Here source is sender and destination is the receiver. So transmission media is basically having free space. Free space means wireless, metallic cable or fiber optics cables, and comes under the category of guided media. Okay, fine. These media are only bounded by geographical boundary. Geographical boundary can bound this unguided media, otherwise no chance. Okay, fine. So these type of communications are known as wireless communication. Unguided media is purely wireless communication. Okay, so in such type of transmission, we should not have any type of physical conductor, as we have used in guided media. Okay, receiver picks the signal from surrounding medium. See, the signals in unguided media are broadcasting to the various destination. Now it is the capability of destination to receive those signals. Okay, so wireless transmission can be divided into three groups. Mainly three groups are there, and these three groups are basically discussed in your syllabus later on. First is your radio waves, second one is your microwaves, and third one is your infrared waves. Okay, fine. As I have already told you that it is not having any dedicated path, right? Means before transmission we don't have to establish a path between sender and receiver. That is the very main point. See, if you are not preparing the path, or if you are not designing the path, then it means it is less chance of impairment. Okay, then just come to the references. I have bifurcated entire references into three parts. First part is your book. I have suggested some good books to which you can well refer. And if you want to go for internet study, so you can have these three URL. It is good. And moreover, if you want to go for some good YouTube videos, so you may go and visit these two videos, and certainly you will get a very good knowledge regarding that. So thank you so much for listening me. Have a nice day.